It is that special time of the year, the NBA playoffs just now tipping off. Of course, the play-in, a huge success for our Miami Heat, who have advanced to play the Cleveland Cavaliers. And every year, Vlad and I give you our prediction series through series throughout the playoffs. Last year, I did have the Celtics winning the whole thing, and I did get that right. But Vlad, we'll call it a tie because you did have, miraculously, the Dallas Mavericks making it to the finals. And I was like, nah, come on, bruh. So you did have that one right. So, I mean, picking
we're half and half, baby. That's what makes us whole.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I mean, me picking the Celtics, although kind of impressive, they were still kind of favorites. So it wasn't like, whoa, Dan really went out on a limb.
I can't say that, though.
You went out on a limb, though, and had the Mavericks making the finals.
I did,
that's tough.
But we didn't think Joe Mazzulla was ready. Remember, we made fun of him. So we didn't. So for you to say the Celtics learned from their mistake of the year prior when they lost to the Heat in 7, it was good.
Basically, if you're a betting person, listen to both of us and you'll probably be okay. So where do you want to start? You want to start off? Let's start off in the West. Let's start off. Oklahoma City versus the Grizzlies team that looked really good last night, but didn't look all so great the previous time when they played Golden State, although it was a close game. Oklahoma City, a lot of people are saying very good team, but not as proven, not as tested. And, they still got to show me Missouri, show me State, show me that you can actually win some games. For me, though, that series, it's OKC all the way winning that series.
OKC in 5.
Okay, yeah. I'll say OKC in 5 also.
Because Memphis can't stop anyone. We're going to see some crazy scores in this series.
Yeah, and they've got the explosiveness with Ja Morant and JJJ, Triple J, but I think Oklahoma City's not in a class by themselves, but they're on the top shelf of teams in the NBA. Ooh, gets exciting with the Denver Clippers series. Now, I always tell you this, the Clippers are going to clip. They're going to become the Clippers. They're going to magically transform in the playoffs and underperform. Dallas is a merry-go-round.
Denver, you mean Denver?
Denver is a merry-go-round. They don't have a real coach right now, but you got
Jokic. You got the Joker. You got playoff Jamal Murray.
But you got playoff Kawhi Leonard, who's playing as good as he's played in a long time.
All right, so let me ask you this. This is a very tough series for me because I'm a Clipper, I don't want to say a Clipper fan or a Clipper apologist, but I have so much respect for Kawhi and Tyronn Lue. It's a tough series, bro.
I got it. I got my prediction.
I got Denver winning in 7.
You beat me to it, right?
I got Denver winning 7 because I'm just gonna go with the Joker.
Clippers gonna clip, and when you got a guy that can average a triple-double throughout an entire NBA season and has tons of playoffs experience, it's just enough to get.
And when you mean Clippers are gonna clip, here's the thing with the Clippers: you're always waiting for the James Harden or Kawhi Leonard injury to happen.
Yeah. It's just something's going to happen, and one of them's going to have an off night, and then they're going to check out for the rest of the series. It's just one of those things.
It's really tough because I really think the Clippers as a whole, coaching team-wise, is better, but I'm going to go with the guy who, even though I don't think
a guy who can, for a series, put you on his shoulder.
No, I mean, you're talking about the best player in the world who
averaged a triple-double.
You're right. Yeah. If Jamal Murray can become Jamal Murray again, then we're looking at Denver differently.
So, okay. Now, this one's juicy. Lakers, T-Wolves.
Lakers are 5.
Underperformed this year. Lakers have, quote-unquote, overperformed.
Lakers are 5.
5?
Yeah, because, dude, you want me to paint you this picture? You've seen this picture before. It's like the Mona Lisa. Luka Doncic being guarded by Rudy Gobert.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that's all I need to know.
Look, LeBron's got enough to put it in for at least the series, if maybe not the whole playoffs.
But I'm just saying, pick and roll, Rudy Gobert guarding LeBron James, but definitely guarding Luka Doncic. It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well for the T-Wolves.
I have the Lakers in 6.
Lakers 5.
And it might even be 2-2 in that series, and everybody's going to be like, what's wrong with the Lakers? Calm down. This Lakers team is a good team. They're for a real team. There you go. Rockets, Golden State. A lot of people are there. Oh, man, Golden State, playoff Jimmy, Steph Curry. This team's got talent.
You and I were talking probably like an hour ago during the break, and I'm like, I have the Rockets winning the series in 7, right? And you like, yeah, I have the Rockets winning as well. Like, Golden State's great. But Houston's very good. Well, you know what? Let me not say Golden State's great. Mm-hmm. Jimmy, Steph, Steve, and Draymond are great. The rest of them guys, I don't know. I mean, when your best young player is benched now, Jonathan Kuminga.
I was going to say Kuminga.
That's not good. You don't really trust Buddy Hield. So we'll see.
Look, this is
Houston got a great coach. They play physical, and they got one, if not the best defensive player in the game, in Thompson.
The Rockets are a 2 seed for a reason. And Golden State, although you're saying since Jimmy's been there, they've been great. They're still a 7 seed. They're still a play-in team. They're still a team that the Grizzlies gave them a hell of a game in that play-in game. The Rockets got the young legs. They got the physicality. Golden State, although an interesting story, and we're paying attention a lot to it because of the whole Jimmy Butler situation. Yeah, they do have quote unquote playoff Jimmy. They do have Steph Curry, but I don't think they have enough firepower to get past this. I think they do make it a series, but what's another one? I say Rockets in 6. It's a long series against a very talented Rockets team. Okay, so let's go on over to the East, and we're going to get this one going. Cleveland and the Heat. Miami has been playing well in these past 2 playing games, although against teams that aren't really all that great. The Bulls, not that great. The Hawks, not that great. Cleveland, number 1 overall seed in the East. Very, very, very tall, athletic, strong team. Tall, athletic, strong teams give everybody fits, especially the Heat. Vlad, what's your prediction?
Cavs in 5.
Yeah, I want to say Cavs in 6, but that's being optimistic. Let me do it. Cavs in 5. Oh, he's just
because you say 6, that's nasty. That means they're gonna beat you in your home court.
Yeah, no, we got Cavs in 5. We'll get one. It'll be like last year against the Celtics. We'll get hot for one game.
You'll win one, maybe at home.
Maybe that third game.
Game 3 you probably win. Other than that, no.
Pacers Bucks. Now that game has already started, and the Pacers are up by 20 at halftime, over 20 points at halftime. What you got?
Pacers I think the Pacers win in 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like, unless Dame really comes back and becomes, super Dame. I actually think the Pacers are going to give the winner of the next series problems. I think they can give the Cavs a 7-game series.
I think the Pacers are going to get Doc Rivers fired. That's what I think is going to happen, and maybe possibly blow up the Bucks quote unquote run. I'll give it 6. Dame can come in one game, maybe give him a lift. Giannis is still a great player in this league, but man, it just looks like the Pacers are a much better team. The one you've been waiting for all year long, Knicks Pistons, a 3-6 matchup. Everybody saying those Pistons, they're young, they're gritty, they're grimy. The Knicks, they're not all that great. What do you say, Vlad?
Knicks in 5.
Optimism.
It's Knicks in 5. I'm not worried about them.
Knicks are a lot better than a lot of people down here are giving them credit for.
I mean, that's just the rivalry. I expect that.
Right,
so
right.
that's nothing. I mean, that's just us. That's how this rivalry is always going to be. I'm not, even if the other team is good, you're not going to show them so much, props and everything like that. I get that.
Man, you got playoff Jalen though, man. Playoff Jalen, he don't miss. So I got Knicks in 6 because I do think the Pistons will grit out a couple of games. And finally, you got the Boston Celtics versus an Orlando Magic team that seems to be getting it together. Who you got?
Oh, come on, man. It's the C's, man.
You got to pick the games though. I would say the C's in 6 again because they might have an off night. They shoot too many threes. Everybody will start asking what's wrong with the Celtics. The Magic, they're better than you think, but in 6. Okay.
They got no offensive firepower to hang with the Celtics, bro.
Not enough, probably. Not enough. All right, so now we go back to the West. We've got Oklahoma City and Denver. That's a no-doubter for me. I got Oklahoma City winning once again. I like the 6 games.
I like Denver.
You like Denver over OKC?
I like Denver.
Okay.
I've been going back and forth on this because I'm like, I know, because I'm going to the theory, if you have the best player and your team is still in contention, I'm going to go with you. That's why I always pick whatever team LeBron was, because I'm like, LeBron's the best player in the game. They're going to win. They'll get through this series or not. This is going to be tough. Because but you know what I want to see? I'm going with Denver, and I'm going to go with Denver in 7 because then you'll know who the true MVP of the league is between SGA and Jokic.
That's for the MVP right there.
It should be for the MVP.
That would make it exciting.
That would be. Oh man, but they already voted. So
I know.
Yeah.
I understand.
But if you could,
say, guys, look, I know it's a team sport, but whoever wins this series doesn't just win the series, but
they win the MVP.
Like, it's just a little extra juice.
That would be, what?
Give the fans what they want.
The fans would be so involved in this.
I would be locked into every single
But if every game was close, it was 5 minutes left. Now you got to see which MVP candidate's going to beat MVP.
Right. And would it be awesome? Like, let's just say SGA has a bad series, but Oklahoma City wins. So he still gets the MVP, even though he got outplayed by Jokic in the playoff series. There's just so many storylines. Let's check.
I'm going with Denver in 7.
Adam.silver@nba.com, Vlad. I know you sent an email earlier about his scheduling of the NBA playoffs. Send another
I
email.
did.
Ask him if OKC and Denver play in the second round, can the winner of that series, their best player, whether it be SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, or
Win the MVP award.
Nikola
Right there.
Jokic, win the MVP award? Just take it into consideration.
Because I'm gonna tell you this: what's gonna happen? Oh, they don't do this anymore. They wait till the end of the year to do the MVP award nominations, right? The announcement, right?
Yeah, don't they do it in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals? I thought that's what they did. They used to do that. I don't
No,
know.
they used to where they would like if you were still in the playoffs, right before your home game, they would present you the award in front of the whole fan base and everything like that. At times it's great, like Allen Iverson when he won it, and at times it backfires, like David Robinson when he won it, and Hakeem Olajuwon got upset and said, "I'm upset, Kenny. Why are you upset, Dream? He has my award. I want my award." And then he went to go drop 40 and nearly a triple-double on him. But yeah, it can backfire or it can benefit. I think this series would be a little bit more interesting if you just said, yeah, the winner of this series wins the MVP.
And wouldn't that be cool? Like game 7, okay? And let's just say, Denver wins. At the end of the game, they rope off the middle of the court, and then they give Jokic the MVP trophy. You know how they wheel around the Larry O'Brien during the finals? They just wheel that bad boy around.
I don't want to be eliminated, and then you hand me my trophy right then and there, bro.
Yeah, the loser has to hand the winner the trophy.
Oh man, I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna smack you.
Lakers.
That's like, you know what that is though? That's like if it's like
you don't think they're gonna ball out? You don't think they're gonna be trying?
Because you said that, right? Yo, what if you in the Masters, right? Final round, and you're the defending champion, and you're in the final group with the person that you're competing against, and then he beats you on some BS.
Now you give him that jacket.
Now I gotta put that jacket on him.
Yep.
Oh man,
the gentleman's sport.
Get out of here.
Lakers Rockets. I think we're both in agreement that the Lakers have enough to get by the Rockets.
It'll be a tough series. I'll say the Lakers in
7.
6.
Oh, I got 7.
6. Okay. I'll say Lakers in 6.
Okay, so now we got the Cavs and the Pacers. You are a little more optimistic.
I think that series can go 7. I think the series goes 7. I'm taking Cleveland, but I think the series goes 7.
I think Cleveland in 5. I got Cleveland.
Indy's been playing very good basketball since the turn of the year.
Knicks, Celtics. Do the Knicks have a shot?
Okay, Vlad, the Knicks fan, says Knicks in 7. Vlad, the realist, will say Celtics in 5 or 6.
Ooh, I got Celtics in 6. Okay, so we're somewhat even on the board. Now you got Oklahoma. Oh, I have Oklahoma City against.
I got the Lakers in the finals, bro.
Okay, so
I got Lakers Celtics.
You got the Lakers advancing out of the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
And then you have the Celtics going either over the Pacers or the Cavaliers.
I have them over the Cavs. I have them over the Cavs in 6, and then Lakers Celtics in a 7-game series.
And I'm such a favorite guy.
I'm going Celtics. I think Celtics repeat.
I got Oklahoma City versus the Celtics in the final. Ooh, man, that puts me in a tough spot. Does Oklahoma City have enough to beat a Celtics team that is defending their championship?
Nah, I think we're in the Jason Tatum era, bro. If they were in the Jason Tatum era.
Shoot. All right, for the second year in a row, I'll pick the Celtics begrudgingly over the.
I begrudgingly will. I'm saying they'll win. I really want, obviously, I want my team to win. But if not, I would love for LeBron to win his 5th.
Now, what do I want? What I want to see? I would love to see the Heat come out of the East.
Lakers Heat.
And I would like to see, just for fun,
Lakers Heat rematch.
I mean, just for fun. If you really want to have some fun.
Oh, Jimmy. Oh, it's Warriors. It's definitely Warriors Heat.
That's just me.
Oh, it's definitely Warriors Heat. Listen, I'll tell you right now, the top matchups people will definitely glue their eyes every night to watch.
The obvious one.
It's obviously the 3 big teams with the 3 big markets. If Lakers are involved in any of them, if the Lakers are involved, you want to. In the West, you're watching. If it's Lakers Celtics, we're talking about the most story rivalry in the game, in the basketball. Talk about Lakers Knicks, you're talking about the 2 biggest markets. It'll be celebrity. It'll be like it'll be the Oscars. You know what I mean? It'll be like the Grammys every game because there'll be so many celebrities. Lakers Cavs because of the LeBron.
Oh yeah, there's a tie there.
There's a tie in there, right?
And actually, you could actually sell Cavs versus OKC because it's the 2 number 1 seeds.
Cavs OKC, they had one of the best games this year, so you could sell that, but nobody cares about OKC. I'm sorry, I love you, Shai, but nobody cares. Warriors Celtics rematch, very big.
Warriors,
Steve Kerr, Jason Tatum.
and you got Steph Curry.
No, but you also got the whole Olympics. Remember, you didn't play me during the Olympics. That'd be a rematch of the finals 3 years ago. So that's good. Warriors Knicks is two big markets.
It's okay.
It's the big markets. They'll play the narrative. The Knicks could have drafted Steph, all of that. You're just talking about big markets. San Francisco and New York, top 5 markets. That's always big.
National teams. You
could do Warriors Cavs again, but you just don't have the notoriety in the Cleveland's part that you would do with Golden State, But but Warriors versus Heat.
That's exciting. An 8 versus a 7. That's a 7-8
No, it's a 10 versus 7.
Right. Well, yeah, technically.
It's a 10 versus 7.
So from the first 4 in to the last 4, final 4, or whatever you want to say, like from the last in to the last out. Last in, last out.
Dude. If it's Warriors Heat finals, bro,
Davion Mitchell better hit a lot of clutch threes.
I'm telling you this right now. That would hurt you guys more than anything if you lost the NBA finals to the Golden State and Jimmy.
I would love I hate to say this, I would love to lose the NBA finals to the Golden State Warriors, meaning that we're back in the NBA finals. Also, you could say this. See, we didn't need Jimmy Butler to get to the finals. We did it without him. That would hurt Jimmy. I don't think it would hurt Jimmy a little bit.
You needed Jimmy to win the final, though.
Davion Mitchell's going to have to hit a lot of clutch threes over the next month and a half, Vlad, to get us to the NBA finals.
Bro, the whole team's going to hit a lot of bunch of threes. We were just obviously
the team shoots 80% for a month and a half.
I am very happy for you guys. I see it. There's a little joy.
There's
a little twinkling, a little pep in your step.
No, not right now.
There's a little pep in everybody's step. Everybody's going to enjoy their Easter tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're not talking about what it's going to take for the Heat to make it to the NBA Finals.
Put it this way. There's no way that, listen.
For a month and a half, we have to play at a level that we have not been even close to playing.
If the Miami Heat make the NBA Finals, I will walk the street naked.
Book it.
I'm dead ass.
Oh, I don't think you're lying.
Well, I'll be full ass, but yeah, I'm dead ass.
Look at this is what NBA nightmares are made of. What Eastern Conference Finals, Orlando versus Miami.
Oh no, they don't want that. They don't want none of that. They don't want Orlando, Indiana. They don't want none of that.
The Western Conference Finals,
OKC versus
Memphis versus
Denver. Not watching that.
Versus I have to come out.
Minnesota versus
Memphis.
Minnesota OKC. No, I'm not watching that.
Take that, NBA. All right. Well, we figured nothing out, by the way, just there. So that was a very, very pointed. We'll put this up on the YouTube to make sure that we go on the record in case anything crazy happens.